The single mission of this Newtown organization is to spread kindness. It's called Kind Works. My guests are Cody Foss, Executive Director of Kind Works, and Lori Baddock, Core Volunteer. Welcome.
Thank you.
What a lovely mission, just to spread kindness. All right, Cody, if you will, give me background. How did this organization start? What did it come out of?
So Kind Works formerly existed as the Ben's Bells Project, which a lot of folks will recognize, the big green murals that say
From Sandy
Kind
Hook.
of flower. And as an organization, they made a tough decision in August that they were going to close down the Connecticut studio operations. And that left a very unique situation for not just myself as an employee, but my colleague Mallory and another employee, but for a small army of volunteers that dedicated so much of their lives to this mission and supporting us. So we all got together, sort of had our little town meeting, and we very quickly went from possibly planning our goodbye party to realizing we were not ready to let this go. And this idea of spreading kindness was something that we really felt strongly that we wanted an opportunity to do on our own, independently, and as a local nonprofit.
How does it work? What do you do for folks? How do you spread kindness, Lori?
Well, my group is there every Wednesday night, and there's about 8 or 10 of us, and we do a lot of the background stuff. We will print out of clay, we'll make some of the,
so pretty. Be kind.
Be kind, exactly. And the main message is just like Cody said, spreading kindness.
If I describe like our 4 divisions of kindness, it might explain kind of what we do. And so our first one is our educational part, and that's the opportunity we go out to provide assemblies for kids and workshops and field trips. And if you have the ability to connect with a child and let them know that their superpower is being kind and what they can do and the impact that'll have around them, it's amazing. Then we have our studio, which is maybe our second division of kindness, and this is something that's open to the public in Bethel. And we provide free workshops for folks to engage what we call community art. And community art is this really inclusive, unique process where folks can come and either mold clay or paint clay. But when they're done with this process, and let's just say the 3 of us and one other person over the course of a few weeks worked on making a token, when that's finally done, the token then has a tag attached to it, and it's basically supposed to be given to someone when they see a kind act. The third one is this massive mural campaign that we have. So if a school had us come out to do an assembly, we'll actually make the tiles with the school. Then they'll paint those tiles, and then we come out with even more people like Lori, our army of volunteers that help with the murals, and we do these huge 8x8 installations with the tiles that the community made. So everyone has a part of that process. And we know science tells us that if you walk by a positive sign with a group over and over, it will impact you. So that mural is the scientific message of being kind, and it was a legacy made by the folks in that community. So
And
whether
the fourth?
it's a token,
What's the
and then the fourth at the very end, thank you, is merchandise, the volunteers. And this is why I don't want to speak about the volunteers, but I could say, they make all these things, including merchandise that we sell to help support our campaign and hopefully support our ability to be sustainable. But on top of that, everything that's in our merchandise has a kind message.
I love
So
it.
it's just
It
this
should be a
universal-
national program, by the way.
We have the will, and we definitely have the volunteers. Need a little support to do that, but we would love it.
All right, and finally, May 22nd, what's coming up, Lori?
It is the celebration of Kind Works. So it is at Reverie Brewing Company in Newtown, and there will be live entertainment, wonderful food. We have auctions. We have other volunteers that are working so hard on beautiful stepping stones and benches, and there's actually a fun auction. Like people will raise their hand and say, I bid this, and then they go at it. And last year, those benches were so popular that if 2 people were bidding against each other, we ended up making 2.
I love
one
that.
for each of them.
And you're spreading
So-
kindness, and this will help you do
Exactly.
it. Lori,
exactly.
Cody, thank you so much for being here, and let's make this national.
Love it. Thank you for having us. We appreciate the opportunity.
We really do.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. And for more on Kind Works in Newtown, go to WTNH.com or the News 8 app.